Hey everyone, a very good afternoon to you all. I'm here in the Stony Creek Trestle Bridge. Oh my god, you just get bit. There's giant mosquitoes around here, right? So this morning I left home and it took me about 6 hours just to get here. Very boring day so far. It's been just straight highway all the way up to the Great Alpine Road. When I started my day, again, I had to go through Melbourne. I got to around Warragul, right? I filled it up, that was my first stop for the day. I tried to move the motorcycle without getting on top of it, and I hit the left mirror with my right arm, and the mirror came up loose. So I had to take the mirror out of the motorcycle, and I tried to fit it in. I stopped at another petrol station to ask them for a spanner, but they didn't have the exact spanner. They had the one where you have to like rotate the little wheel and it changes the size, and I ruined my mirror. So for the rest of the trip I don't have the left mirror anymore. But other than that, yeah, this has been a very boring ride so far. You know, I got to this place here at the start that goes towards Lakes Entrance. Lakes Entrance is about 20 kilometers from here, and Orbost is about 40 kilometers. I'm going towards Orbost. It's about 3 o'clock right now, and we are running kind of a little bit late. I'd like to be out of Orbost by 4 o'clock. Now I'm running a bit low on the fuel, so I've got about 70 kilometers to go. So because I'm stopped here, may as well just fill it up, you know. Yeah, this is the new bag I've got to help me with the fuel carrying, because usually I run out of fuel, or I'm very close to running out of fuel. So I've got this 80W bags, like fuel bags. I have been here before, and that time I was with the family. So we stayed in Lakes Entrance, and then we were going towards Orbost and towards Bateman's Bay, right? And this was one of the stops to there. And when I got here last time, I told my wife that I really would like to come here with motorcycle one day, you know? And I am here with the motorcycle. To get from the highway into this place, there's about 3 kilometers of gravel, and back when I was telling my wife that 3 kilometers of gravel would be hard for me, but today it was like nothing. Yeah, it was like very easy ride, and yeah, I made it here without any issues.
Oh dear.
Lovely things we plan to do today.
And this is a Trestle Bridge that is between Bairnsdale and Orbost. So it's about 97 kilometers of extension of the railway. This was built in 1917, and it was in service for about 68 years, and until in 1980. So in 1980 there was bushfires, and it was like damaged in the bushfires. So the last train actually crossed in 1988 here, from here as well. And this is made up of iron red bark and the box of timber. From here on, the idea is to go through Delegate today. First thing first, we're going to get to Orbost, and then from Orbost we're going to go over to Delegate. That's about 160 kilometers from here and up to Orbost, and from Orbost the first 100 kilometers are really good kilometers. Nice wide open road and smooth buttery road. After that 100 kilometers, the next 25 kilometers is going to be challenging. How do I know that? Ouch. Yeah, this is what my hand looks like now. Hi there, is this a Delegate Hotel? Okay, I'd like to make a booking for tonight if it's available for one person. Just the cheapest one's fine. So I'm just outside Orbost right now, and I'm just making my way to Delegate now. Okay, no worries. Thank you very much. Thanks. Cheers. Bye. It took me about 2 hours according to Google to get me there. So $65 for the back room, $70 for the front. Usually camping costs me about $40, but yesterday when I contacted the Delegate campsite, they said that the campsite was not available because it's like still got floods there. But I did ask her if there are floods on the road and everything. She was like, no, there's no floods on the road, you know. Now this is a story that goes a few years back, right? I wanted to have a nice Korean barbecue, and there's a place in Sydney that I like. I have been there twice before. I went there one more time on the motorcycle. Now that place is closed down. But I was like, I'm gonna go on a motorcycle on a Daytona 675 from Melbourne to Eden to Sydney. Then the next day I was gonna come back. So 3-day trip, right? Easy. I even booked a hotel in Eden. Then somebody told me, Harik, why don't you go through Delegate? It's a really nice area. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll go through Delegate, that's fine, no problems. And I got to Orbost that day. I exactly remember that I had some packing to do in the morning, and I was running a little bit late, and thanks to my wife, she was helping me that day as well. So I stopped in Orbost, and I had about 150 to 160 kilometers of fuel left on the Daytona, and that was an estimation, right? And I didn't fill it up in Orbost. I was like, I should be fine up to Delegate, because in Delegate there's one mechanical shop, there's one automotive shop that does fuel as well, right? So I was like, I should be fine, I can get to Delegate, they close at 7 o'clock, and I should be able to fill it up, and I should be able to go ahead, right? In Orbost, when I got there at about 5 o'clock, my wife was like, I need some help with some boxes. So I used TeamViewer to get into my laptop, and I helped her with the packing, right? It took me about 45 minutes to an hour, and I left Orbost at 6 o'clock. Now I was like, look, 125 kilometers, I should be able to make it before 7 o'clock. I should be able to fuel it up and keep on going towards Eden.
I haven't been up there for a little while, but
When did you go last?
it's been months. There are a few gravel sections just after you get past out of town, past the roadhouse here. It's asphalt for a while.
Okay.
I think there was about
17 kilometers off?
I think it was 14. But,
14.
Right at the turnoff where Bendock is, they've put a couple of k's of asphalt in.
Okay.
On that intersection and a bit on either end of it.
Okay.
But it's pretty much all how it used to be.
Okay, so it's not been changed since 2018, 2017.
Well,
okay.
Well, unless that new bit wasn't there.
No, that's fine, because I've been on this one before.
But Yeah, just be careful on the gravel because there's a lot of water and
Yeah.
it's still running across the road here and there. So
Will do. Thank you very much.
yeah, but have a good ride.
Yeah. The first 100 kilometers, amazing, loving it, flying through it, you know, and then I get to this part where there's a 16 kilometers of gravel, and it started getting dark. I stopped just before the gravel. I was like, should I head back because I don't want to do gravel on a Daytona? And just 3 months before, I dropped my motorcycle on a gravel road. So just like this, that day I came into Trestle Bridge, I dropped it on one of those type of roads, right? So the wounds were still fresh and I didn't have enough fuel to go back, right? So what do? Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep on going, right? I decided that, okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, but just gonna keep on going. I did that, and it got dark, and like when you travel through like these forests, right, there are like giant trees that are like covering the road. It got so dark I could only see one star in the sky. That's it. There was a deer that ran past through me. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, okay, fine, just keep on going, you know, concentrate on the destination. So the fun part, the fun road to Delegate is over. We got gravel ahead now. So this is where it starts. I don't know how long does this go for, but there is one for like about 14-15 kilometers, and then there's another one for like about 3 kilometers. This time around I'm at least 1 hour early here, 5:41. So the other time I actually left the pub at like about 5:45. Today is more wet though, so more wet, and also I've already seen 3 kangaroos on the road and also 1 rabbit that was crossing the road. But yeah, other than that, this is a nice area, very nice area. And see that there's actually like up there, you can't see the mountains at the back because it's all foggy right now. I get to the end of the road where there's like these 2 roads, so one's going down and one's going straight, and I was like, which one should I take? And Google just said there was one straight road, you know. So I still kept on going on that straight road, hoping that I was going the right way. And then on the road I saw nobody at all, right? And after the 16 kilometers of gravel, the good road started again. And as soon as I get out on that good road, like literally I get out of the gravel and I get to this good road, I saw a car coming from the other end. And I was like, stop. And this lady, thank God she stopped, right? And like I backed up a little bit, she backed up a little bit, and I asked her a few questions that I was like, look, I just want to know a few questions. I just want to know a few things about this road. I've never been on here. I'm from Melbourne and this is my first time ever. So she was like, yeah, look, the road ahead, there's 3 more kilometers of gravel, and it's not as bad as what you've already done, right? So she was like, don't worry about it, you should be fine if you've done that 16 kilometers. One of the things that lady also told me was a lot of motorcyclists use this road during MotoGP. So MotoGP happens in Phillip Island, right? And a lot of motorcyclists, when they go from New South Wales to Phillip Island, they take that road. Yeah. So yeah, that's something, right? There is a pub that you can stay at, and I didn't want to stay at that pub, but you know, I had no other option, right? And it was already 7 o'clock, and she was like, look, the fuel stop is also closed there. The mechanic closes at 7. It was, I think by the time I stopped her, it was about 7:30, you know. And she was like, don't worry, you've done good so far. It's only 3 more kilometers. You should be able to make it there easily. And the pub is on the right hand side, and you can stay there for the night. And she also asked me, like, do you have swags that you can kind of sleep in on the side of the road somewhere? I was like, no. You know, I was just on a Daytona with like 2 pair of clothes, you know. And yeah, she was like, yeah, you should be able to make it up to there. And yeah, she was right. It was only about 3 kilometers of gravel after that. And when I got to the Delegate, on the right hand side there was this Carlton Draft signs. So in Australia, when you see the pubs on the top, there's this rotating sign. Sometimes it rotates, sometimes it doesn't, and usually it's Carlton Draft, you know, or some local beers that they've sponsored or they've given the sign to them. Yeah, so I got in there and I was like, do you guys have space to, like, a place to stay? And it was only $45 back then. Back in, I think this was what, 2017, 2018? And it's around that time, and they only charged me $45 for the whole night. And the breakfast was included as well in that $45, right? Next day, I woke up, I started getting ready, went for breakfast, and there was this couple there. And they were like, look, we are here because there is a pump on the back of the office and needs some work on it. So they have a business where they work on the pumps and motor pumps and everything. They were like, yeah, we know the owner, and we're just staying here, we're having breakfast, and then we're gonna go and look at the pump. They asked me, did you know that there was a pub around here? I was like, no, I did not know there was a pub. And they told me that the sign for the Carlton Draft went up that evening. So probably maybe half an hour or 45 minutes before I got there, you know. So, which was lucky, because if I did not know there was a sign there, I would have kept on going, you know, because realistically I wanted to get to Eden, and it was already dark, and I would have kept on going, you know, without knowing that there is a spot here. But yeah, I think the town has got like a 450 people only. I had to wait for the mechanic to wake up and open the store, and I wake up very early. You know, back then I was having sleeping issues as well. So for today, I'm on a Tiger, right? So Tiger holds a little bit better. I don't have any packing to do. It's Saturday today, and I am running a little bit early today. All the potholes that you see after the gravel pot, that was not there like when I came last time. The road was good, better. You know, there's only one thing that they've improved, and then after there is all these potholes from recent floods, looks like it. So that Mobile Products place there, that's where the fuel was last time. And there is this park here, and there is like a Pokemon stop here as well. And my longest Pokemon has been at this park. It was like 56 days my Pokemon was there.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. For the room?
Do you have room? Was it booked or?
Yeah, I booked it.
You booked it under?
Hardik.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
House. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Give you a
Can I,
key.
with the motorcycle, can I park some?
Yes, you can park out the back here, or you can park down the side here. Put it under the carport here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be awesome. Cool. Also, tomorrow morning when I leave, should I just leave the key in here?
Leave it in the door.
Okay, will do. Thank you. Oh, it's a nice place. So yeah, this is my room for the night. So I'm gonna have this two moons guy. Heaters here as well. And that's the sign the guy was telling me about, like in the story when I told you guys about the Carlton Draft sign. So that sign was put on, like it was turned on the day I actually came, like just in half an hour before, I would have kept on riding this whole road and would not have noticed any of these houses because there's no lights on the streets here. And so guys, while I was like recording the videos and flying the drone and everything here, we got Aussie Adventures guys. They're here as well. You know, so they're there.
With the drone and
with the
doing
drone.
all our thing around Australia.
Yeah, so like their channel as well. I'll put that in the description below, their channel. So go and like their channel, watch their videos as well. Some more travel about Australia. You know, can't go wrong. Oh, look at him. So cute.
That's Kurt.
Kurt. Hello, Kurt.
You can see Kurt up the top of the sticker there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's there, right there. Nice.
Yeah, he's look like our little mascot.
Yeah.